Why isn't it showing that I'm live right now? Here's the live feed, folks. Don't know if everybody got it, but live link right here. I don't see anybody's things popping up right there, so I don't know exactly where you guys are or any of that good stuff. Are you guys here? I can't see your comments if you guys are in here right now. Hopefully, I'm not already frozen. Well, that's weird. I can see you here, but I can't see you on my camera. Okay, now that's weird. This is really weird. Let me see what is going on here. I don't see you guys' comments are. If you guys are still here, I'm gonna wait. But you guys' comments are up, and then they're like gone. But I'm getting ready to find out what is this. I'm not leaving this time because I see it showing that there's 31 people in here. Okay, that's just weird. Okay, I'm about to get this fixed. I'm not leaving yet because I'm trying to see what is going on here. I still see people are steady coming in, showing 37, 36 people in here now. Okay, I'm about to do a refresh dilly here. I'm not gonna do what JT told me to do last time because it booted me out. Okay, I can see you guys' comments now. Okay, do y'all remember I posted something that I said I was going to be going live around 11:45, so I'm going to wait for some people to come back in here because I asked them if they wanted me to talk about a particular topic. And I know the biggest one, a lot of people from the patron and also from the subscribers on there wanted to talk about finding your way. Woo! breakups, horrible, ugly breakups, end of life decisions, dying with dignity, art, depression, mental difficulties. Wow. And from subscribers, finding your way, depression, finding your way. It seems like finding your way is the biggest thing on here. So, um, zombie deer epidemic. What in the world? Let me see. You said, so back to the subject, asked, I suspect Ty is 35, 36. Oh, that person's still trying to find out. James, I swear to you when I tell you this, I kid you not. Probably for the past 10 years, I have not been down. I'm telling you right now, man, once I got a hold, not once I got a hold, but it's just that I've been spoken to by the Lord for so long. But once I got away from religious things, man, you talk about living, man. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because religion is what keeps people bound. Relationship is what's going to free people. I'm telling you, I cannot emphasize that more than what I'm telling you right now. That's why I started doing this YouTube. Actually, a lot of church people that patients of mine, pastors, they've all are ones that actually told me to start doing the YouTube thing when I start doing the church/God topics, because they always tell me, I never heard nobody articulate it to me the way you did. And they say it's so simple when you explain it. And because the thing is, God made it that way. He didn't make it to where we have to sit there and try to decipher and all this Da Vinci Code. That's all Hollywood nonsense and just a moneymaker right there. And they make their money off of the last days and the end of days. I mean, Cindy Jones, when I say I got away from religion, I'm talking about, if you understand really what religion is, you have to first understand what religion is. And people think when I tell them that I'm not religious, I'm not talking about I don't believe in God. I'm talking about I'm not religious as in what church has taught you to be. You know what I mean? Church. I'm not talking about your church. I'm just talking about certain churches that I've been around. They teach you these things that if you don't abide by these rules that they tell you, then that means God is not pleased with you. So you end up actually focusing your energy, your life, your thoughts on trying to please these rules and regulations that the church has, when there never was no rules and regulations that God actually has for you. Now, I'm not talking about things that's actually in the Bible, murder, killing, stealing, adultery. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what church has certain rules. Brother, if you're not praying 8 times a day, you ain't even ready, or you don't come into the church with a hat. I mean, all these things. Oh God, the organization that we was in, this right here, this what y'all seeing? Oh, please, that's a big no-no. Men couldn't have facial hair. Our sideburns couldn't come down past our ear. We couldn't wear a red tie because it was mocking the blood of Jesus, blood flowing down out of his side when he was pierced on the cross. I'm telling you, that's what I'm talking about, religious things. Well, Chris Smith, that's the thing. A lot of people don't. That's why a lot of people came to this channel, because I talk about things that people don't talk about, or I talk about things that people say you're not supposed to talk about. Because I don't understand why we can't. Who told us that? Who came up with that rule that we can't? Who came up with the rule that we can't talk about religion? I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared of people. I'm not scared to talk to people about it. Now, one thing it's a difference. Notice I said I'm not scared to talk to people about it. But what I'm not going to do is argue with people over it. I'll just say, hey, we're not going nowhere in this conversation. I'm just going to leave it at that, and we're done. Let's move on. Hey, so anyway, what about that? Do you actually like lemon cake? That's how I am. I don't let my emotions and my feelings dictate truth. I mean, if it's truth, it's truth. It's that simple. So, how to stay motivated in life and keep going. Okay. It's all about how your mind has been trained. I'm telling you right now, some of y'all, I don't know if some of you guys are like this, but okay, you have to get away from what I call the world's system of how you should think, if you know what I'm getting at. Everybody seems to be on the same thought. I mean, it blows my mind that I talk to people. I'm talking about, I just relocated from Florida now, up by Chicago, lived in Kansas, Tennessee, you know, all these different places. And it seemed like even though these people don't even know each other in these different states, everybody seems to be saying the same thing. And then I always say, who told y'all that? Where are y'all getting this from? And I always hear people say this. They say that if you, and I'm like, who is they? And whoever they is, what makes them right? Well, you know, they say that, oh, okay, they say if you go outside and your hair is wet, you're going to catch a cold. That's impossible. If you go outside with your hair wet, if you go outside with no clothes on, you're not going to get sick. You're not going to catch a cold. What you're going to catch is hypothermia. You only get a cold by inhalation. Somebody has to have a cold. Well, they say, well, in the wintertime, reason why the cold and flu is so dominant, it has nothing to do with the weather. It has everything to do with you are in the house majority of the time in the winter. That air is being recirculated in your house. And you know that disease and germs and stuff, heat and moisture is a cesspool for germs and bacteria. So you're in your house, you're amongst friends and families. If one of y'all have a cold and you're breathing, that vent in your house might suck it in. It's going to recirculate it back in your house through different rooms and all that. You end up breathing the germ in, and that's why you end up catching it. It has nothing to do with going outside. But old school people that I know of, they've been taught that don't you go outside with your hair wet. If you go outside with your hair wet, you're going to catch a cold. I was one of those kids. I was always, I was a daredevil. I would like soak my hair like crazy and go outside in the wintertime just to stay and see if it's going to be true, if I'm going to get a cold. I got a cold, all right. I got cold, like shivering like crazy, but I didn't get a cold like I chew. Then he said, see, look, you went outside, you're sniffing. And once I got through the medical portion of my school, and I learned that reason why that happens because when you go outside in the cold, that cold air goes across those membranes in your nose that are moist, and that cold air makes it produce more mucus because it doesn't want those mucus membranes to dry out when that cold air hits it. So your membranes produce more mucus, and then when it produces more mucus, the mucus begins to run and you sniff. That don't mean you got a cold. That's just one of the body's functions to keep your membranes from drying out. See what I'm saying? But certain people perceive that in those times as that's truth. The truth is, if your hair is wet and you go outside, you're going to get a cold. The truth is, see, you went outside, then you came back in the house and you're sniffing. Then when you learn that that's actually not it's not factual at all. It's not truth. You go and tell people, well, you know what? You're not going to get a cold if you go, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You are a liar. And I'm like, I will prove it to you. I will wet my hair and go out there and do it. Well, the reason why nothing happened to you because the Lord had mercy on you. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. I know these comments are flying, but I can't look at the comments because I'm going to end up getting thrown off by somebody else's. Some MRIs are still here. Oh, James, man, it was aunties. It was everybody. Everybody. There was aunts. I mean, even my patients that come in, they said about their kids, put that hat on your head, you're going to catch a cold. Oh my God. Now these kids will actually grow up and tell their kids the same exact thing. And then their kids is going to grow up and tell their kids the same exact thing. If y'all follow me. So anyway, the reason why I tell you all that is because so many different churches that I've preached at, so many different ones that I go to, I find it very interesting that all of them kind of have that same mindset when it comes to things of church. You know what I mean? The pastor will get up there here, preach and say, you know, if you're not praying 3 times a day, you're not even ready to be working for the Lord. And then they have these things like it messes you up. You go in church and they can mess with you mentally. You start learning that, you know, Jesus loves you. You learn all these different things about God. And then it turns around and say, well, you know what? If you do this, you're going to go to hell. Well, wait a minute. I'm confused now. He loves me, but he's going to send me to hell. And then I get confused again because you say the Lord will fight my battle. But then we sing songs that says, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. Oh, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. But then they say, Jesus will fight my battle. So I'm confused. Is Jesus fighting my battles or am I supposed to be on the battlefield for the Lord? Then we sing, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. Why am I in an army if Jesus is supposed to have defeated everything for me if I'm supposed to be victorious? Then they turn around and say, victory is mine. So you get confused. You end up becoming like a bipolar Christian because you're trying to figure out, am I supposed to be fighting the battles or is God fighting my battles? I mean, you see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's what religion does. Religion teaches you to be a certain way. Religion teaches you to be a certain way without actually telling you to get a relationship. I mean, they got all kind of things. There's a money angel and a debt demon. So many of these come. I know I'm laughing, but when I go in churches and I talk like this, I let them know I know I'm not gonna come back here and preach again because I'm busting all these cliches and these religious things that y'all have brought into a church and make people think that that's actually some spiritual thing from God. You know, they talk about I pray that the Lord release financial angels. A financial angel. There is no such thing as a financial angel because the demon of debt has put you in debt and the Lord is going to release financial angels. That's a bunch of bull. There is no such thing as no financial angel. You are in debt because you don't know how to pay your bills and nobody taught you how to manage your money. I mean, that's why I talk to people like that. Like, no, you made a bad decision when you got that credit card. You are not in debt because there is a demon of debt or the devil is messing with your finances. No, you need to learn how to manage your money. Let me see what your finances look like, and then we can talk about why you are in debt. See, people don't. I go to church and I preach and I talk like this, or I go to some of these symposiums and I talk like this. It messes them up. Because the reason why you are in debt too is because you're not tithing enough. You're not sowing a seed. You're not giving. That's a lie. You really think God wants you to give your last $100 that meant for you to pay your electric bill, but you put it in church? Your light's gonna be out. You're gonna be in the church like, Pastor, I gotta stay here at the church because they turned our power out. But no, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of foolishness that comes into church. And some of y'all might not agree with me or not, but I'm just telling you just from firsthand, just as a minister that goes into churches, just as a young man that came up in church organizations that they were christening us to do these things. I've learned completely how this works. That's why in my on my playlist, you guys, if you ever go on my playlist and you see the church/God topics, I'm telling you, it's gonna surprise y'all because y'all think a lot of people think that I'm going there and I'm saying things like, "Do you need the Lord in your life? Do you need Jesus? Just say this prayer." I'm not like that. I talk to people like I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm telling you the flat, honest truth. There is no steps to coming to Christ. There is no such thing as a sinner's prayer. Want me to tell you why there's no such thing as a sinner's prayer? I'll wait for you guys to say yes. Okay. Okay, so I got enough yeses in here. You know, reason why I tell people it's not. You won't find in the Bible because check this out. If any of you are married or any of you guys ever been in a relationship, I'm just saying this right here. What would it look like to my wife if somebody has to tell me what I need to say to my wife? How do you think my wife is going to feel? Somebody came up to me and say, Tylen, tell your wife, say, honey, I love you. Tylen, tell your wife, say, honey, you're the most beautiful thing in the world. Tylen, tell your wife, honey, I love the way your food tastes. Tylen, tell your wife, honey, you have the most beautiful eyes. If my wife is going to look at me like, why does somebody have to keep telling you this? How come you just can't tell me that yourself? Why does somebody have to tell you? Is it because you really don't feel that way towards me? Because if you did, how come somebody has to tell you to say it? If y'all follow me. So reason why I say all that is I cannot give it to God like you can. If y'all following me. Now, if it was in my heart to want to tell my wife, baby, you are so beautiful. For me to tell my wife that or say, babe, I just love your food. You know I love it. And I love you, right? I just want to let you know that. I was just in my feelings today and I got to thinking about you. Just want to let you know that I love you, babe. Now, do you think my wife is going to accept that like, oh my God, my husband, oh gee, you know what I'm saying? So my point in saying that is when somebody tells you to say the sinner's prayer, it's not really coming from who you really are. You're repeating something that somebody else is telling you to do. So how would God, you think about that. How would God accept that? You know what I'm trying to say? God wants it from, if you actually want to do that, I mean, God wants to hear it from you. What does your heart say? I've never Lacey, you're lost. Lacey, I lost you. I was. Oh yeah, trust me. When I talk about things like this, it's not nothing's gonna divert me from it. I mean, people can easily leave the chat room if they want to. It doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to listen to this. I don't force you to listen to this, and I don't want nobody to feel like they have to be forced to listen to this at all. But Lacey, the reason why I was giving that example is this: I say, if somebody has to tell me what I need to say to my wife is going to, my wife is not going to feel it from me. In other words, she gonna be like, so it takes for somebody else to have to tell you to what to say to me. You mean you don't have your own heart? You don't have your own feelings towards me? So that's why I say, whenever somebody tells me, well, what do? I say, well, just talk to them. I kid you not when I tell you guys this. I told this story before. There is all I did, the way I'm talking to you guys, I promise you, this is how I talk to God. I can be driving in my truck, getting ready to go see a patient. I can say, Lord, I know what I do with her already, but if there's anything else that I probably can add to this to actually make her stronger, I can use a little bit of help. And then sometimes he'll just drop something on me. Do this with that and tell her to do it this way. And I would do it. Guys, I'm telling you, it's strange. I know, because most people haven't heard it this way. I've never gotten down and been like, oh, Heavenly Father, the one that sits on the throne, the name above all. I don't do none of that stuff at all. The way I have a conversation with you guys, that's exactly how I talk to him. That's exactly how I talk to him. And guys, I know y'all have a lot of comments flying in here, and I would not be. There's no way I'll be able to read them all, because I can tell y'all kind of excited about the subject because there's a lot of comments flying in here. So that's what I'm saying, is that pretty much is when you guys were asking me about finding your way. What I always tell people, see, it blows people's minds, because they get on here and they see the reaction channel, they see how I am, then they want me to talk about how I got like I am. And then when I tell them how I got like I am, sometimes people just, oh, well, I don't know if that's it. I'm telling you, that's it. I have a scar right here on my hand. You probably can't see it because of the light. And I have a scar on my hand right here, and there's a scar on my wrist. I got a scar on my wrist right here, right here. People say, how did you get that scar? Well, a pit bull attacked me, and the pit bull thought that he was going to be victorious, and the pit bull ended up dying by my hands. He clapped onto my arm. I grabbed a hold of all the back of his neck, and I started slamming him on the ground as hard as I can and slamming him up against a brick wall. And I slammed him and slammed him and slammed him. I heard his bones breaking, but I kept on slamming until he stopped breathing. That's how I got the scar. So that's what I'm saying. So if somebody asks me, how are you like that? How are you so positive? Why you always seem to be in a good mood? I've never caught you, snapping on somebody. You seem to always have a level head. Well, I'm telling you where I got it from now. If people want to believe that or not, that's on them. But that's all I can tell them. So, and then, I got into a point in my life where I used to be one of those people that try to argue. I don't argue with folks no more. I don't. Because the thing is that I can try to help you as best as I can by giving you, knowledge and wisdom that can lead you to a certain pathway to get to the very source that can help you. But me personally, I don't have the ability. I don't care who you go to, no psychiatrist, no therapist, no pastor. I'm even telling you, me, I don't have the ability to actually change you. Nobody has that ability. I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are, because if they had that ability, you only need to see them once and then it's over. I don't have that ability. Only he does. And like I said, I don't force them on nobody. I don't try to I don't try to convince nobody that, hey, you need to get Jesus. You need to, because he doesn't do it. God will find you where you at, plain and simple. And trust me, when he speaks to you, you're gonna know. There's gonna be no shadow of a doubt. So you have a great night too, James. Nicholas, that's absolutely right. I appreciate that, Clay Hathcock. Chris Smith. Let me see. Chris Smith, are you still here? Yeah, Katrina, that's awesome. Awesome. EJ, PTA, physical therapist assistant, and certified orthopedic physician assistant, health coach, spiritual coach. Mm-hmm. I'm a health, mental, and physical coach. On top of that, Sherry McDaniel, you said you need a little bit of help handling the death of your mom. Any tips? Yes, yes. I have a tip. You know what it is? Feel it. I kid you not. Feel it. That's what it's there for. You were meant to hurt. You were meant to have anguish. You were meant to cry. You know, you were meant to have that pain. You were meant to have that stuck lump in your stomach right there. You were meant to have that lump in your throat like you almost hyperventilating over the death of a loved one. You're supposed to go through that. That's what I'm saying. You have. I'm not kidding. I don't want it to come off like I'm saying you have to, but what I'm simply saying, and I'm making a general statement when I say you have to allow your human emotions to have their place in your life. Don't do nothing that's going to suppress them, because that's all it does. Just like when I tell people, if somebody has a cough, don't take a cough suppressant. It's keeping the stuff in. Cough to get the stuff. You cough because that's your body's natural mechanism of letting stuff go out. Now, of course, you cough into your sleeve so nobody else, it doesn't go in the air. Nobody else, contracts it. But my point in saying all that is that what you're feeling over your parent, whether it's the anguish, whether it's the hurt, whether it's the pain, whether it's you crying, go through a temporary depression, though, that's meant to happen. It's just like if somebody crack a joke and you laugh. You were meant to laugh. It's just like if you do something or you listen to music that gets you in a good mood, you were meant to be in that mood. If you go to a play or an opera and the person is singing and it moves you to tears, you were meant to feel those things. So I mean, it may sound crazy, but I'm telling you that's the route to go. Feel those things, go through them, and trust me, you can't cry every day for a year. Some people say, "Oh no, I'm be honest. You do not cry every day for a full year. You're going to cry so much, and your body's going to become a little bit more resilient. You're going to get a little bit more stronger. Not to say that it's not a great of an impact, but you do build up a resilience to it. You know what I mean? You start to get a little bit more like that's pretty much what I'm saying. You build up a tolerance to it. Not that it's not a painful thing, not that it's not a hurtful thing, but the more you keep on letting it happen, it's just like when you go on the monkey bars. You keep on getting on monkey bars, you end up developing a callus. Remember, as a kid, you guys, a lot of us did this. You take a pen and you would stick it through that skin, and you say, "Look, I got a pen stuck through my skin. Why can't you feel it?" But I bet you won't do it right here. Ain't no callus there. You know what I mean? So in other words, there hasn't been enough friction there for your body to reproduce enough thick skin right there to where you don't feel it no more. Those nerve endings not there. So, but in order for you to get calluses, you have to keep on going on the monkey bars. You have to keep on letting that friction get there. So what I'm saying is that you got to keep on letting that stuff. You dealing with your mom, You thinking about her. You think about things she did with your childhood. You think about the fact that she's gone. You think about the fact that you're not gonna be able to hear her voice. Those things were meant for you to feel those. Cry. If ain't nobody else around, if you need to go in the room and scream in the pillow, go and do that. Do it. You were meant to feel that. You're supposed to hurt. Where'd she go? Well, Clay Hathcott, I'm glad you listened to that. I appreciate that. Katrina, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. All right, tube viewer, have a good night. All right, Dad. Thinking about your friend there, sir. Wow, Kara, that's man. Sherry McDaniel, did you disappear after asking that question? You gonna sit here and let me talk about your? You gonna sit here and let me answer your question for 10 minutes here and you disappeared? No, I'm kidding. Leon, you don't subscribe to the 5 stages of grief? Yep, Rob. You said put an @ sign, yeah, because yours popped out, but other ones I don't know. Bob Morse, that's absolutely right. Some people think that they're good with God because they done something that the church has taught them to do. I mean, I don't care how many, I'm not knocking nobody's religion, but I'm just simply, I'm. It's so hard for folks to believe that God actually can speak to you because they think these movies and stuff got people thinking that He's gonna come as some bright light with this super deep voice, whatever like that. When He simply will speak to you through your conscience. I'm telling you, it's simple. That's why once I got a hold of it and he spoke to me, I just been that's why I said when somebody asked me earlier, what do I do? What do I listen to pick me up? I'm like, nothing, because I'm never down. I'm serious. Once it was revealed to me that God actually, when you understand what He did at the cross and how free you actually are and the battles that you face, I tell people all the time, oh man, y'all messing me up because that's what my videos. I got a video posted for tomorrow that I'm answering somebody's question is going to be on about that. But I don't care. I'll just say it anyway. But when you know that when He died on the cross, when it says that He finished it, finished means it's over. So when people, get me in, let me stop. It's gonna get me in trouble. Lindsay, Arizona. That's exactly right. Yep, Bob. It's just that simple, man. I mean, people have made it hard. They want to sit there, and what they do is they deceive people with their accolades and with their speech. Something used to get me. I used to not understand how. Chris Smith, did I answer your question about what now? I hear you, Adrian. I hear you. But no, it's just that a lot of times, you know, when you in church, the pastors and stuff, they make it seem like they Ehrman, yes, I have. I have. I studied it. Not only have I studied, I've actually preached at different churches of different religions. Yes. But no, what I was saying is that you know, sometimes pastors and preachers, they get up there and they know how to articulate words so well, and they know how to put on this show, and it makes you think that they got something really special. You know, they get up there and wait, listen, see, the Bible says that and they do all that, and if you really listen to what they're saying, you're like, you ain't even talking about nothing. I'm telling you, you have to really listen in behind the message. You know, that's why I say sometimes people, when somebody is saying something to you, are you actually hearing the message, or are you just hearing words that they're saying? Like, you know, some people get up, boy, one of the things that used to drive me crazy, my wife knows it. When pastors get up and they say, turn to somebody and say, I hate when they do that. I don't do it. I'm not turning around saying nothing to nobody. Would you just say what you're going to say? I don't want to turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you love them? Turn to your neighbor, turn to give somebody a high five. Oh my God, get out of here. And then yes, Lindsay, Arizona, that's exactly right. And it makes them mad because I'll show a video of what goes on in church, and then I'll show a video at a concert, and I'll say, tell me what's the difference. See, in church, they'll say that's the Holy Spirit moving, you know. But I'm like, no, actually, I got a video, guys, and I know some people gonna get mad before you start trying to bash me. You have to watch the video that I did on this when I talk about, is it the Spirit of God moving, or is it just the music that's moving you? Because people do that in church. If the music is really getting good, I mean, I'm a musician. I play the dun 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 dun. People get the moving. Woo! The spirit. The minute I stop playing that music, they stop. And then I can sit there and play something real soft and sentimental. All of a sudden, people start getting real, you know. So what I'm saying, I say, you know, I showed a video of what was going on in church, and people jumping up. They, you know, don't get me wrong, they praising the Lord. You know, they're running, and then I showed a video of a concert. The people were jumping up, got their hands in the air, and they were running too. So I said, so tell me, if you guys calling this a spirit moving, then what's going on at the concert? Well, no, that's different. No, it's the music that's moving them. Music has a way of stimulating your brain to actually release dopamine. And when you release dopamine, it gives you a good feeling of, ooh, wee. And that's how they can keep on coming you back to church, because that's why churches got good choirs, good music, good entertainment, because that entertainment, that music can move you. Them notes, I played it. I used to tell other musicians, I'm like, watch this. Watch the guy that's up here. Watch me play this right here. Watch, I bet you he starts crying. And I'll play something and he'll get up there because I went through a hard time. And then I'll play something a little bit more upbeat. And he'll, but you know what? I told you. That's why I try to tell these people, like, you know, you have to be able to differentiate. And that's why I get myself in trouble a lot of time, which I don't care, because I want people to know the truth. I want people to know that when you listen to music and music moves you in a certain way, when it hits that part of your brain, it causes your brain to release dopamine. That dopamine gives you the sensation of feeling good. It feels good, but it's also the center in your brain that's actually what they call reward and return. You know what I mean? You go back to it because you want that sensation again. And that's why people can keep on coming back to church and hoping that they can be entertained by the music again. And then they get told that that's the Spirit of God moving. No, it's not. That's just the music moving. Because it does the same thing whether you are in a good concert of your favorite band or whether you are at church and hearing good music. You get the same sensation, the same feeling. But what church people like to do is try to say, that's the Spirit. That's the Holy Spirit moving. No, it's not. It's just music causing your brain to release dopamine. No, because the thing is, honestly, I'm just being real with you guys. I'm married to my wife. There is no feeling of marriage, if y'all following me. There is no feeling. You don't feel married. You are married. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I know people say, I feel the Spirit. Well, if the Spirit is in me, like, do you feel your soul that's in you? For those that believe, I'm not talking to the ones that don't, or the agnostics, or the ones that's borderline, whatever. I'm not talking to y'all, so no disrespect, but I'm talking to the ones that are Christian or been around the church realm or whatever like that. But my point is saying all that is, like, you know, you don't feel your soul inside you. You just know that you know that you're you. This body right here, this flesh and all this, that's your body. But the way you think, who you are inside this mind, that's your spirit, that's your soul. That's not a feeling. It just is, if y'all follow me. So when I say like I'm married, there's no feeling of being married. There's no sensation of married. You just are married. It's a state of being. So if I have God's spirit in me, his Holy Spirit, it's a state of being. It's not no, oh, here it comes, I can feel it. Because if I got God's spirit and I go to church and they tell us, can't you feel the spirit of the Lord? Well, I'm confused because I thought the spirit's supposed to be in me all day long, 24/7. But when I go to church, all of a sudden, guys, I feel the Holy Spirit. I know that. Turn that music off. Let's see if we still gonna feel it. I'm telling you, I trust me. I was the one that was always being called to come play altar call every single time. And the minute I started playing them keys, people's emotions started moving. And all of a sudden I can feel God's spirit. Let me stop playing that keyboard. Let me stop playing that soft music with those strings in there that really gets people emotions and stuff going. All of a sudden, it's the Holy Spirit. No, it's not. I played some soft, sentimental music that has some strings in there tied to it, and people felt it and they started getting emotional. Nothing to do with God. I'm just telling you the truth. Oh, Katrina, that's awesome. Well, Johnny Techno, okay, see, Johnny Techno, that's why in my video I put in there that when people say things like go to church, people really don't even see. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and I'm not blaming nobody for this. I'm just telling. I was part of that. I was part of the thing where when I showed up to a building, they say, we're getting ready to go to church. But then, like I told you guys, back when over 10 years ago, when we moved to Florida and I got away from religion, and I just set foot in the church for years. And that's actually when God really started just revealing things to me and showing me things. Because here's my question. If you find out, if I told you, I'm a black man, you might be white, you might be Mexican, you might be whatever, Australian, Asian, whatever the case may be. How would you feel if I said to you, let's go to black, or let's go to white, let's go to let's go to let's go to Asian, let's go to Caucasian? You would look at me like, dude, what are you talking about? You are black. So how can I go to something that I am? So my point in saying all that is God, when you look in the Bible and you look up the word church, it has nothing to do with a place or a building. It's people. His church is people. So when somebody say, I'm getting ready to go to church, I say, well, how can you go to something that you are? I'm just saying, God is God. And he said he changes not. How does God see what church really is? And then last time I checked, he said he's going to build a church. So going door to door and knocking and telling people, have you received, that's not even in the Bible. People have told me, it says in the Bible, go to the highways in the Bible. It don't say that. People just throw stuff from the Bible and just think it applies to us today. Not at all. So is it Johnny or is it Joni? Joni Techno? Nicholas, exactly. Yeah, Barb, that's exactly what this is. It's ecclesia. It's like it's the gathering, it's the church, it's the gathering, it's the assembly of people coming together pretty much in Christ. And that's what he said, where two or three are gathered in his name, there he is in the midst of it. But people associated church with just being this building that you have to go. And if I don't see you at church, you're backslidden, or oh my God, like what I get a lot of times, some people get on here and say, Todd, can you pray for my son? I have a prodigal son, or I have a prodigal daughter. I said, no, you don't. That story was in the Bible. That was talking about that. Your child or your son is not a prodigal. And they say, well, no, he is. I said, why? Because he left church. The boy in the Bible did not leave church. There was no church. He left his home. And so that's why I tell people, y'all got to quit doing this to folks. Quit taking these things out of the Bible and try to make it seem like this happened in church. Like, for instance, I tell people, y'all do know that before Jesus came along, and the 12 disciples, and on to Paul and Thomas and Peter and Stephen, before them, y'all do know in the Old Testament that David, Abraham, Isaac, you know that they weren't preachers, right? They were just men that God spoke to and led and guided. That, you know, he led and guided them. They were just men. They were not preachers. They were not ministers. They were not bishops. They were none of those things. Adam wasn't a preacher. Abraham wasn't a preacher. Y'all see what I'm getting at? So my point in saying all that is people be forgetting that before there was even a such thing as church buildings that people went to, God still was speaking to his people, period. So that's why I say, so it makes a lot of pastors get mad when I talk like this, because, you know, they know that it's going to mess with their money, because if people feel like I don't need to rely on a pastor, Jesus died so we all can have access. In the Bible, it's written, there is one mediator between man and God, and that one mediator is the Lord Jesus Christ. So that's why I tell people, so I don't go and confess my sins. I don't go and tell my pastor. I don't go and tell nobody about issues that I once have dealt with or anything like that, because they can't fix it. Only he can. So why not save yourself a step and go straight to the source? Guys, I'm telling you right now, you can talk to as many people as you can. You can talk to me. I can encourage you. I can try to do the best that I can, but guess what? That's only going to last for so long, because it's not going to fix you. It's not going to change you. It's only one that can do it. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I am. I mean, I do my best in what I do, but the whole point of what I do is to lead you to the person that can do it. Play. Hey, I really appreciate you watching those videos. Uh-oh, got the wheel of death. Y'all know this is going to happen. They caught on to me. Got the wheel of death for a little bit. Well, the thing is that it's funny because, you know, guys, y'all be honest. People in here, be honest. I tell people, be honest. Even me, it was such a cringy thing when people would knock on our door and they say, "Have you accepted Jesus your Lord and Savior?" Don't do that to people. You automatically made me mad. I don't want to accept nothing because you already bothered me when I was just in my home chilling, and you gonna come knocking on my door asking me, "Have I accepted the Lord Jesus?" No, I haven't, and I'm not trying to right now. Leave me alone. If they get mad because I tell them, if God knows how to bring people to him however he wants to. I don't know if any of you guys whatever led you guys to me, whatever led you guys to write me on the emails and all those things like that. God has ways of doing that. I didn't come trying to push them on you guys. Y'all know that. Look at my videos. I've never once ever said to any of you, guys, by the way, if you haven't given your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, repeat after me. And I'm going to send you this blessed paper right here. And this handkerchief, every time you dab your head with it, it's going to release blessings on you. Oh my God. Look at that. I didn't got so crazy on this because, you know, it gets you so, that stuff like that happens all the time, man. It's like, it just blows my mind that people actually buy into it. No, I'm not going nowhere. That was my own fault. Matter of fact, I can take this microphone off. I just want to make sure that you guys can still hear me. Somebody just made a comment up there. Let me see. Lindsay, Arizona. That's exactly right. Oh, Mandy, I told you. Mandy, I told you it was going to be TMJ. No, it was me. I knocked the camera over. I was getting it. I knocked the camera over. I was getting too riled up and sending you this blessed paper that's gonna help you defeat the demon of debt. You will not have any debt no more. Tell that demon of debt, leave my money alone. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, hey, when I do this in people's churches, I can feel the pastor getting mad at me because they do that. They do this stuff. They do the most. Uh-oh, I'm buffering again, making somebody mad. Don't worry, I refreshed it. Do I believe in prayer? If so, why? Since God already knows the outcome. Well, Tam Tam, to answer that question for you, see, again, here's the thing. That'll be like asking me, let me see. If you ask me if I believe in prayer, I pray. So, yeah, okay, I'm serious because I don't want you to, I'm telling you, this is what I do to people that's been taught a certain way of how to think about things like that. That's like asking me right now, do I believe in talking to you? Do I believe in speech? Do you get what I'm saying? Kane, you crazy. Yeah, man, you got to sleep with that. I'm trying to answer that lady's question up there. EJ, yeah, a lot of times it's gonna definitely, I hate that, but it definitely is a lot of times about money. Where them high heel shoes at that was just up there? And ask that question. Tam Tam, are you still here? Tam Tam, are you still here? Okay. Okay, I'm getting the wheel of death. Should have known that was gonna happen. Okay, I'm back again. Okay. Okay, Tam Tam, did you hear what I said? That's like asking me if I believe in speech. So when you say, do I believe in prayer? You said, if I believe in prayer, then, why pray? Well, you didn't, I'm paraphrasing. You pretty much are saying like, why pray if you already knows the outcome? Well, what if I'm not talking? See, prayer simply means talking to God. Like what I'm doing to you, prayer simply means that you are talking to God. Now, most of the time, if I'm praying, I'm not asking them for something and asking for an outcome. I'm just simply talking to them. I ask them things like, man, I'm a little, Lord, it's one of those days where I don't know what I want to eat. Just what do I want to eat? And he might just say something like, well, go and try that sandwich shop that serves only, go try that sandwich shop that serves bison meat. See, a lot of times we've been taught that prayer means that I'm trying to get a result of something, which don't get me wrong, it definitely can be that, but it's not only just that. Well, here it is. It's just like, okay, um, I'm a dad. I am a dad. Now, I have things that are available for my sons. But if I know, like for instance, I know that my particular son, I know that my son likes cheesecake. He loves cheesecake. I actually have the cheesecake because I know that he likes it. But until he asks for it, I'm not just gonna give it to him because he has to want it. If you follow me. Now, like you said, I already know the outcome. I already know that when he asks for it, that I'm gonna give it to him. And then I also might say I might have a reason why I'm not gonna give it to him. So sometimes he might come to me and say, "Can I get some cheesecake?" I say, "No, no, 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 no." Now, the outcome is always not going to be what he wants to be, but I already know before he even comes and asks me what the outcome is, if you follow me. And it's so funny because I learned a lot about him and his ways by being a father myself, if you follow me. So me being a father, I know what's best for my son and what's not best for him. Hey, if he comes and asks me for a piece of cheesecake, I might say, yeah. I already knew in my mind that I was going to let him have a piece. But if he didn't ask me, I wasn't going to offer it. But then at the same time, I'm not going to offer it, and I do already have it in my mind. If he comes and asks for a piece of cheesecake, I'm going to tell him no. And if he say, why not? Well, don't you know that you have to have this, or don't you know that you actually had, you had a real strong, you had a hot dog and you had a slushy. So that slushy was already enough sugar. Now you want a piece of cheesecake? That's too much sugar. I'm not letting you get a piece. Melanie, did you say you can talk to God without opening your mouth? Mm-mm. Or like this, like saying, "Hello, Jesus. I love you." I'm teasing. I'm teasing. All right, Jackson's 45. Good night. I know, Melanie. I love that though. I had to give you a hard time. Oh, Joni. I don't know if is it Joe? Is it Joni or is it John? Because I kept calling you Johnny. What's going on, Miss Drake Harris, the talented computer graphics programmer? Well, the thing is, no matter what people are, I mean, people. This what I hate is, um, you had to go there to have blood taken in X-rays. Ooh, Bob. Oh man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. That will mess people up right there, Bob. Especially if you know that they still exist today, and some of people's favorite, uh, pop artists and superstar artists are in this. Jason Rankin, Angel Humans on Earth. Yeah, they're just testing your blood, Manny, to make sure that there's no disease in there that's causing you to have any of your issues. Wait, where did he go? Jason Rockenkamp? You said Angel Humans on Earth? Oh, Barb, you got exhausted, huh? You wasn't active tonight, huh? Thank God you didn't have to be active. Yo, demigods. All right, Chris. Ooh, Yeah, Chris, I'm so sorry. You see how it's flying. That's why the videos that you see already posted tomorrow, I have to like things like what you talking about. I would have to do a video and address it and just post it because there's no way I'll be able to do that and keep up with what's going on in the chat, if you know what I mean. But I'll definitely do that if you want me to. Ooh, Chris, you getting ready to get some good sleep. It's storming and raining. Oh man, that's the best sleep you can get. I wouldn't even be in this chat right now. I would be knocked out. That thunder and then hitting that rain, hearing the rain smacking the ground. Oh, hearing that thunder rumbling, man, that's the man. Ken, Nephilim sleeping with dead people. What? Mr. Brandon 21, you're absolutely right. No, you don't talk in tongues to heal people. Wait, is who a troll? Don't say troll, you're gonna wake Barb up. Ken, what are you? Ken, you just throwing out random words now. I don't know, Barb. Somebody just asked if somebody was a troll, so that might have perked your ears up. Oh man, Kane, that sounds so lovely, man. All right, Chris. Good night, sir. No, Ken, I just don't know. I don't know. Bob Morris, no kidding, huh? Was it the red-headed one? The red-headed when it came out of that cave or whatever? That them soldiers was actually like they try to keep them from talking about it? Wait, who? Jeremy? What did Jeremy say? Oh yeah, hell, Barb is no joke. Jeremy, I don't know what you said, but I'm gonna go and look. I can't find Jeremy on here. Lee Shaver, that's awesome. That's awesome. Wait, who said that? Wait, where do y'all see this Ron Jeremy at? I don't know, guys. I don't see. Okay, it's Ron Jeremy. It says Ron Jeremy. He posted at 12:40. I don't know what. How do I see if it posted at 12:40? Usually YouTube will flag that. It all depends on what he said. When did he do that? I can't even see this person's name on it. Maybe YouTube already pulled it out. I don't see it, guys. I don't even see it. Well, if it pops up again, let me know, guys, because I've just scrolled almost, well, Donna, how'd you block him? Where do you say this at? Y'all don't block. I want to see it. You, this difference between you guys can block it, but I actually can send a personal flag from YouTube, and they actually would ban that person. They would give them a strike. I don't see it nowhere. I'm so lost on that. That's crazy. I don't even see it. Oh well. Guess they won't pop the ugly head in here again. I don't see how you guys can see the timeline there. I can't see the timeline. No, I'm not lost in here per se. I'm not lost in here per se, Clay. I'm just lost on where this dude's comment is at. What, Jesse? What? What are you saying? What's going on, Joker? Yeah, I know. I remember you. Okay. The three dots above chat. Click it and click the timestamps. Okay. I don't have no timestamps. Mine just says participants. Pop out of chat. Toggle time. Oh, toggle timestamps. And y'all said 1040. Oh, cool. Me not know they can do that. Wow, that's way up there. Well, guys, my time, the earliest that I have in here says 12:32, so I don't even know where, which is really weird. I find it to be very weird. Oh well, they're not in here anymore. Oh, 140. Wait, it has to be 12:40 because I'm on Central Time. Oh, there. Ha, ha, ha. Holla. And there it is. Boom. What's cool about that is that if I report somebody like that, YouTube will actually write me back and say this person's channel no longer exists. Thank you for your such and such and keeping this a nice, friendly environment. Yada yada yada. Peanut butter. Okay, Stephen Lord, you said how do I keep my poise when someone is obviously trying to get under your skin? That's how I'm able to keep it because I know that's what they're trying to do. So by me knowing my enemy and knowing my enemy tactics, if I actually let it happen to me, then I'm the one that failed. You get what I'm saying? That's part of the thing I talk about when I go talk to some of these kids or even people when I talk to them about superior minded thinking. If I know my enemy's tactics and I know what they can do to try to get to me, and I recognize that when they try to hit me with it, that's why I'm like, try again, try again. Y'all have no idea how many people daily on this YouTube channel in the comment section, how much stuff they try to throw at me, but then they get mad because they see I don't respond to it like they expect me to. I'll give them a thumbs up and a heart on bad comments, and they'll say, "You stupid mother effer, don't you know I just said something terrible about you?" I'll give them a heart and a thumbs up again. I mean, oh man, they get really mad. Uh-oh, don't tell Don that. Cindy said a way to get us off religion, Ron. Oh no, it's easy. I always knew, I just wanted to get him out of the room just in case. Jason, you have to explain to me when you what is your okay, like I guess what I'm getting at, yeah, Ken. What are you getting at, John? Jason, what are you getting at? Like, what is your thought process when you ask me how would I fare with a massive infrastructure failure? Like, what are you meaning with that? Yes, Barb. Yep. Wait, Jesse. What? Wait. What? Who? What? What? What did I miss? Who was a pervert? Oh, y'all talking about that person, whoever y'all was telling me about? It can't change the subject. I mean, all y'all gotta do is, I mean, anybody ask me about that, and when I talk about superior minded thinking, it's all gonna come down to the one who's most superior, no matter what. Like I said, in this channel, I talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't run from nothing. If people want to talk about certain things, I'll talk about it. All right. Ken, how old are you? I'm not meaning that in the way you're probably thinking that you think I'm meaning, but I'm asking seriously, how old are you? Do I think Trump is a baby Christian or not Christian? I don't know. That's it. Told you guys in the beginning. I don't get in. I'm not into politics or nothing like that. So wait, Kane, you suggested you said what? Man, okay. Tam, I just learned about that tonight. I didn't know who that was or who they were talking about. Still kind of don't, so I can't really even comment on that because I don't know what that is. Or they were telling me who was about. Deadwood was telling me about that tonight, so I really can't even say about that. I mean, it's crazy somebody tried to pull a fake crime on them to say that somebody did a hate crime to them and they staged the whole thing. That's crazy. Clay, if you left it in the comment section on that video, I will be able to see it. Jesse Brunson, yes. I don't just enjoy talking about it. I mean, that's just part of that's part of that's my life. 22 years old. Oh, I still feel like I'm your age. Physically, I am. Okay. Kane, I couldn't agree more. Mr. Brandon 21, how do I feel about YouTube copyright? I don't know because I'm learning that they talk about something called like the fair use. And I just kind of one time I wrote YouTube and I was like, I don't understand how come a DJ can go into a club or a honky tonk, whatever you want to have, and he can play all the music that he want to, and nobody rushes in and gives him a copyright strike. You know what I mean? Or even now, we can all take any music that we have. We can go to a barbecue, set up music and all that. We can play all the music that we want to, but if I play the music on YouTube, they can get you with a copyright strike. I really don't get it, but it's supposed to be something called fair use, but it doesn't work. Because when money involved, it's a different thing. But I'm sorry, I got off somebody's question. Somebody asked me a question. Somebody said, "What is a baby Christian?" Jesus when he was born. Oh man. No, I'm sorry. Jonathan Robio 22. What are my opinions on vaccines? I don't get them. My kids don't get them. Ooh, Mark Wessel, go to bed. Wow. Go to bed. Ken, Ken, I said, you're 22, right? And I said, I feel like I am your age. And I said, physically, I am. I'm talking about physically, the things that I can do physically. Johnny Techno, no, it doesn't work. Putting a disclaimer down there, that does not work. They pull it. Check this out. The minute I upload the video, when it gets done processing, it'll go blocked worldwide. Period. It's gone. Unless I do what these other people do. When they stop the video every 15 seconds and talk, that keeps it from being copyrighted. But I'm not gonna do that though. Because I'm not in desperate need of like you know what I mean? I'm not in desperate need of I don't know, I got my own career. I know a lot of people do that for money and all that. Tam Tam, top five music reviews that I've done. I don't know, but there are certain ones that definitely stick out to me. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Chris Stapleton when he did that the country music awards, whatever, with Justin Timberlake, Beth Hart, man, Tedeschi, what's her name? Sash Jordan. Man, there's a lot of them. Um, gosh, I forget who sings "Not Too Late," and then whoever sings, gosh, it's not too late. Sometimes goodbye is a second chance. I mean, it's a lot of them. I really can't say. It all depends on how it affects me, if you know what I mean. No, Jesse Brunson. That's see that I know. I know what it means. I was just giving him a hard time. Do I like honky tonk music? I really can't say because I really don't even know what honky tonk music is. I mean, if I've already reacted to something, y'all say, "Oh, that's honky tonk music," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay." What do I think about all the vegan talk? Um, okay, since somebody asked about vegan, as Otis, you just asked about the salvia sage tea and elderberry. All the fruits and vegetables, most likely, all the fruits and vegetables have some shape, form, or fashion of antioxidants in it, great enzymes, nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. Period. All those things are essential for your body. Oh yeah, Clay. Yeah, Unchained Melody. Yeah, Manny Atterbury. Okay, you guys know. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't even know if y'all even seen the video because YouTube pulled it, but then they put it back up. I did. You know that song Sugarland? Why don't you stay? Do y'all remember when I did a spoof off that? I called it Why Don't You Spray? And I was talking about having a spider on the wall. And then y'all remember that song? I forget the dude name. Is it Jason Aldean? That just chilling on a dirt road. I did a spoof off there called Just Chilling in the Ghetto. And they tried to copyright me for that. But I wrote them and told them these are my own words. Not one word I say in there is of Jason Aldean. I even wrote them and said, these are my own words. Not one word I say in there is from, not to think those is not word for it's not Sugarland. It's my own words. And so they put it back up there. I don't know if y'all seen it. Ken Greenhall, it beats me, sir. You and I got I don't know what a honky tonk is either. I don't know what a tonk is. So I know I played with trucks that had tonk in. Jordan, I have no idea. I just know they're guys. Dudes are guys. That's why I said a white dude. Lacey, you love why don't you spray? Yeah, they tried to copyright me for that. I said those are my words. Okay, Clay, you said you did? Okay. Well, Georgie girl, they tried to copyright that. Hell, Helena or Helena, I cannot give you enough praise and thanks for the job you did on my outro and that intro part. That the little thing that you did right there, Dr. Beckton was really, really impressed with that. He actually was like, "Hey, can they actually make T-shirts for us?" He was actually talking. I told him that you don't have a T-shirt printing company because he was like, call them up and ask them if they can actually print those T-shirts for us. And I was like, I think she just did that for me, and then but she doesn't own a T-shirt printing press or nothing like that. So no, but seriously, you are talented, sis. To you, you like, oh, this is nothing. I understand because like if I, for instance, I get a challenge every time somebody say, okay, do you know this song such and such? I'll go, no. They're like, well, I like how the piano was played in there. And I'm like, okay. So they'll say, here, listen to this for a second. I'll listen to it and I'll just start to pick it up and play it right there on the spot. And they're like, oh my God, how can you do that? That's so crazy. And I'm just like, mm. So I know like to you, hell, that there's nothing. You're like, oh, this is nothing. I just do a few clicks and a few this and that and that and boom, that's it. It's nothing. But I'm like, that's crazy. I'm crazy. I'm super like impressed by that. So again, thank you, sis. You probably gonna hear me saying thank you a lot. You're gonna get tired of it because I'm serious. That's awesome. So major kudos to you for that. Hell, did you hear me? Ken, you remind me of one of the people that I mentor right now. I need a new cool YouTube nickname. You want me to have a nickname that has nothing to do with who I am. Look up what Modern Renaissance Man is. Maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to you. Okay, I see you, Hell. Mr. Brandon, I've done Beatles on Beatles is on there. I've done Come Together. That Come Together. Well, Mandy, what Hell did, she gave me the, when I say intro, she gave me the artwork with me scratching my head. She did that for me. And then my outro, she did all that part right there. But as far as like you see me doing like the news segment and all that, that's all me. But Hell, she did the graphic art, like that little thing when you see me doing like this. And then at the end of my video, she did that. That's crazy. I know, I heard you, Hell. I saw it, sis. Corey Johnston, where I am, it is 107. Thank you, Diane Taylor. One guy said I shouldn't have done the new intro. He said I needed to stay humble. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's I love when people do that because they have, you have to ask, why did I put that in there? Because that way it goes along with my intro. That's why I tell people to look at my playlist because people don't understand there's a lot of stuff to my channel more than just a reaction video. So when they saw me doing the news segment, they're like, wait a minute, what? And when they saw me doing the fitness thing, it's like, wait a minute, what? And they saw me doing public speaking, they're like, wait a minute, what? So then that way, like I said before, I don't have to answer a lot of questions whenever we do go live. When people say, hey, what is it that you do? Or what is it can you do? You get to see a little bit of what I do in the intro. Clay Hathcock, they have not been released yet. Soul Train Bro post block stuff on Vimeo. Diane Taylor, absolutely. For those that know to those that know what I've been through and all, I mean, it just shows different aspects of it. I mean, if people ask me, how come you call yourself Modern Renaissance Man? I'm like, well, now when you see the intro, you can kind of see why. Write a movie script for me to star in. All right, Diane Taylor. Have a good one, sis. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the thing is, if I know that no matter what you do, somebody's gonna always have something bad to say about you, you might as well just do you anyway. And that's what I do. So it doesn't matter. Oh, wow, Deb, you got to get pictures of that, sis. Well, cool, Diane. I thought you were gone. No, Jesse, I haven't seen the comment. I'm serious. I don't get offended. I mean, people gonna think what they want to anyway. When I was when I was doing track and field and all that, that's how I went to college off of a scholarship. I showed you guys those letters I had. People said, "Oh, look at you, you're just bragging." I'm like, no, I'm just telling you guys that I was a kid that grew up in the ghetto, And I was showing them these letters from these colleges, and I didn't know what college was. I just thought it was some high schools around the city trying to get me to go and make their program better. I'm like, I'm not going to no Harvard. I don't know this. I don't even know where that high school is. That's how. I mean, public schooling in the big city. That's how they are. You don't get taught none of that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I can care less what people say because nobody knows me. A lot of people don't know where I come from, so they can say what I want to. So here I am. They're saying like Tyler Smith, the first freshman to ever go to Illinois State track and place. Then they say Tyler Smith, the first sophomore to ever go to a state track and field meet and almost won. And then I won state my junior and senior year. So I don't go around like, look at me. I didn't care. It didn't matter. I know myself well enough. And like I said, the fact that if Jesus walked on this earth perfect and they still found something wrong with him, then who am I to compare myself? So no matter what I do, somebody's going to always have something bad to say about me. So you might as well just do you anyway. That's any advice for any of you guys. I don't live my life according to how people think I should be. I don't live my life according to how I feel people think I should be. I live my life according to how I'm going to live my life and how he leads and guides me to live my life. So no, that's what it is. If you teach somebody, that's what I do. I try to teach people to think a whole different way. I try to teach them to see things a whole different way because I think that there is a system that you get from TV, commercials, billboards, wherever, that systematically everybody is taught to think the same way and people are taught to think negative. I mean, when you watch the news, they'll say something like, oh, a little first grader, she skipped all the way up to the sixth grade because she's so smart. Anyway, by the way, 16 people just got killed over in Afghanistan. 6 people got shot over. Oh, there was a shooting over. You get so used to hearing negativity that it actually starts to become part of your behavior. You actually look for it and you don't even try to. Tam, I probably was 16 years old when I started to play the piano. And how that came about is I had a friend down the street. His mom bought him a keyboard for his birthday. And he had a Sega Genesis. So me and my brothers then would go down there and play a Sega Genesis with him sometimes. But while I would wait my turn, I would just sit there and just pluck away on his little bitty keyboard, right? And so one day his mom said, hey, she's like, Damien, don't even play that. Do you want it? You can have it. And I took it home. And then I was some of the video games that my brothers then would play. I would sit there and try to play the songs that I heard on the video game. So one day I was playing this song, and in the seventh grade, this I mean not the seventh grade, but I don't know what was it, the freshman year or something like that. Anyway, my music teacher, everybody had to take a music class, whatever, but it was like an elective or something. But anyway, while taking this class, she would allow us the last 15 minutes to kind of play whatever we wanted to play. So I would get on the piano and I would play this song. So while I played it, she walked over just shocked out of her mind. And she goes, do you know what you're playing? I said, yes. She said, what are you playing? I said, I'm playing Earthworm Jim. She said, what? I said, I'm playing Earthworm Jim. She said, honey, no. No. I said, yes. She said, no. She said, what you're playing is Beethoven Moonlight Sonata. I said, no, what I'm playing is Earthworm Jim. She said, what is that? I said, it's a video game. This is Earthworm Jim. So she went and said, hold on for a second. Can you do that for me again? So she went to go get another teacher. And that teacher came over. She said, do what you just got done doing. She said, play Earthworm Jim. I started playing it. And then that teacher looked at me. She said, how are you doing that? I was like, what? She said, how are you playing that? How are you playing it without reading music? I said, I don't know. I learned this is Earthworm Jim. Now, rest assured now, it was about me playing that song. I mean, my Earthworm Jim, it was Moonlight, but Beethoven Moonlight Sonata. It's in the video game on Nintendo or Super Nintendo or Sega called Earthworm Jim. And I thought it was such a kind of melancholy like song. It really just kind of touched me in a way. So I picked it up playing that on the keyboard. It was the first song I ever played. It took me 3 months. I was a kid. So that's how I started playing the keyboard or piano. All right, Ricardo Junco. Good night. Wicked Gaming. Good night, sis. You was just chilling, huh? It's like, hello, Wicked. Bye, low, Wicked. No, bye, low. Jonathan Robe 022. Does the Bible speak about a round earth or a flat earth? Oh, hell, I'll check the emails after. I'll check the emails. Like, usually when I get off of this is when I check all the emails in the patron. But I don't know if you heard me the other day when I told you, I don't know if I wrote you back or whatever. And I said I got a few, I'll do like a few songs for you for doing that for me. I know they're going to be Evanescence. No, Tam Tam, I'm at a point right now where I don't even, I, I can't even do it. I can't, I looked at music before and I'm like, nope. Because when I hear it, it just comes to me and I'll pick it up. And once I start finding those notes and then I start learning like the bass line of the song, I nail it. I just start doing it. I'm the youngest looking 37-year-old. Yeah, I get that all the time. People don't believe when I tell them that I've been married for 17 years. Been married, well, it's getting ready to be 18 years in June, but I tell them that I've been married for 17 years and I have a 17-year-old son and a 15-year-old son. I did a Green Day song that you hate, huh? Wicked, I did a Green Day song that you hate. You talking about tonight? Yeah, I gotta do more comedy on there. Wicked Game, you don't like Green Day? I do quite a few songs. Some people love, some people hate them. Clay Hathcock, yeah, I actually used that as one of my things. And what somebody said to me, and it was, I don't know what it had to do with anything. I mean, we were talking about that night whenever I did that night when I did the night when I was showing the difference between, well, not the difference. I was showing how when Arrow, not as I keep on wanting to call him Aerosmith, with Steve Tyler was like, "Wake up, kid! It's half past. You ain't never read that paper, but the day." And then I actually showed a clip with Jim Stones almost rapping with the same type of da 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 da. And I was like, "So what are they doing that's different?" Somebody got on there and said, "Well, you wouldn't understand because you can't read music." I was like, "What does reading music got to do?" So then I actually had to break him down and tell him, "Oh, Mr. Brandon, you have no idea." Anyway, I had to break him down and tell him that before there was a such thing as reading music, what did musicians do? So it stumped them. There was no such thing as reading music way back when. They just either knew how to play or you didn't. I said, so what I'm doing is what original musicians did. I said, see, I know how to play music. And then I said, can you read music? He said, yes. I said, if I took that music away, can you play? He said, no. I said, well, who's the real musician? So I mean, I don't know. So don't throw shots if you don't expect to get them thrown back at you. So, okay. I'm trying to, I see my name popping up a lot here. Oh, Mr. Brandon 21, my parent teacher conferences are always interesting with me being there. So, you hate when people inject their political opinions into their music? You talking about Green Day? Oh, I didn't catch that. Ken Greenhall. I learned to play the bass. I learned to play the bass. Okay, I was around 16, 17 years old playing the piano. I probably learned to play the bass around the age of 20 because what I found out is like when I play the piano or like even like at church, you can press buttons to split the keyboard. You can have, you can either have two keyboards or you can actually split the keyboard in half, make one side layered with like piano and strings, and then I can layer the other half of the piano, not layer, but I can split the other half of the keyboard with like a bass. So I can be up there playing something going ba doom 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 doom. Then I realized my pastor, he had a bass. Nobody played it. So I just picked it up one day and was just playing around with it, and I found out like, wait, on the piano, my left hand is going doom 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 doom. So I just picked it up and was like, oh my God, it's almost the same thing. Do 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 do. So it came natural. And then also the way that I know how to pick up music is the first thing I listen for in music is the bass. When I hear the bass, I can sit there and go dum, then I can find the chords to that bass line. So now, no matter what song it is, and like I said, people always try to challenge me on it. They can give me a song, and I can sit there and listen to it. And before that song is over on the bass, I've already picked up the bass line and playing along with the song. I don't care what song it is, unless it's real complicated. I mean, if it's a lot crazy, no, that's different. I'm not talking about that. So yeah, hopefully that answered it for you. Am I going to be on much longer? I don't know, Mandy. I don't know, sis. Wait. So, okay, I'm lost on on the Green Day thing. So Green Day, are they not American? Yeah, y'all gonna be like, what? I guess not, because somebody said, is it because they called us idiots? See, what I like to do sometimes too, guys, I like to go back and read the lyrics without the music or nothing. I like to read the lyrics as if they was writing the letter and see why they say that. Okay, Ken Greenhall, what kind of gangster rap did I listen to growing up? It was Master P. It was like Easy E, Ice Cube, Ice T, man, MJG and 8 Ball, Skinny Pimp, Daz and Corrupt, Warren G, Snoop, Dr. Dre. Man, I mean, it's a lot of. We had Run DMC, but that ain't really gangster rap. LL Cool J. I already said Master P, didn't I? 666 Mafia. There was a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Diane Taylor, lately, kind of wish he would give me the game plan. I don't know if you guys are talking to me or not when y'all say I don't know. Y'all got to put the modern renaissance, man. Otherwise, I don't know if y'all talking to me or not. Does the strings really go do do do? It can, yeah. If I have it on there like that, especially that one right there, molasses. Molasses does that. Molasses make the walls vibrate like that. Never heard of Green Book. Oh no, do what you need to do, Mandy. Do what you need to do. Let me know how it goes when you get back and all that. You know, if you come back on here again, whatever, let me know how it goes. Who are you guys talking about? He never does anything for just one reason. That much I have figured out. I'm just holding on for the ride. Are y'all talking about me? I hope not. No, I'm just kidding. I keep forgetting to recommend a piano song for you, MRM. I will watch one of your reactions and let you know what song I mean. Okay, James. No, actually, Mr. Brandman, that's what I was telling some people when it was like when people try to tell me. I mean, if you that way, that's awesome. If your mind is like that, but I'm telling you right now, people will agree with me when I say things like this. There was no such thing as really racist police officers when I was growing up. You want to know why? Because around the Chicago area, every police officer was white. So if a police officer shot somebody and killed them, we never was like, oh my God, it's racism, it's racism. All the police officers were white. So anytime somebody said the police were called, we knew that there were going to be white men showing up. There was never any black. There was one black man that we all knew of. I'm not going to say his name because he turned out to be a crooked cop. But anyway, every time something happened in the city, there were white police officers. Every time a house or something caught on fire, there were only white firemen during my age while I was growing up. What I'm getting at is that once you see all that, all police officers are white. So that threw the racist thing out the way. You know, all firemen were white. That threw racism out the way. All paramedics were white. That threw racism out of the way. The reason why I'm saying all that is because when people hear me say things on here, when I say, oh, wow, that's a white dude, or what that's a black dude, is because, again, everybody that I listened to that was put before us that did a certain style of music were black. All rappers were black. When I first heard Eminem, I never seen the dude. I just knew he was black, period. I was like, man, this Eminem dude. And then with the name Eminem, you know, I thought about chocolate. You know what I mean? I ain't think about how his name was spelled. You know, people like, dude, hey, bruh, have you heard Eminem? I'm like, Eminem? No, not. So I got to listen to him like, this dude is off the chain, man. This dude is crazy. Then when I seen it, I was like, no, for real, quit playing. It's like, no, this is him. I'm like, let me see if where's the video of it? Then when I seen it, I was like, what the heck? He's white. And it's straight spitting bars. Like, what the heck? So that's what I'm saying. It's because, I mean, man, I'm not trying to be funny, but you be like, it has happened. But come on now. You watch the NBA and you're like, who won the dunk contest? Oh, Carrie, I'm doing real good tonight. But it was one It was, I think the dude's name was Brent Barry. I think Brent Barry was one of the first white dudes that won the dunk contest because he jumped from the free throw line. But I'm just saying, man, when you sit there and think about, oh man, let me stop. Oh, by the way, everybody, Heldrick Harris is a girl, a woman. Because I know when people were talking to me, they kept saying he, but Hell is a woman. Oh yeah, Clay, I remember Charlie Pride too. I'm trying to figure out why my chats aren't showing on this. There we go. No, there's nothing wrong with saying a black dude, a white dude, a black guy, a white guy. I don't. We talked about that before, and that's just absolutely ridiculous. That somebody, it's just to me, it's ridiculous that you would even want to. I don't know. Some people just feel that way, but it doesn't bother me. It hasn't bothered anybody else that I've ever talked about it. Fine, there's nothing wrong with it at all. How you doing, Matt? 7:30 where you are. Diane Taylor, why do you have to believe in yourself? I think what it is because Mr. Brandon, I don't watch TV at all. I mean, I watch TV like Netflix or I watch YouTube highlights, but as far as cable, I haven't had cable in like over 18, 19 years. Oh, so wait, you 7 hours ahead of me, Matt. Okay. Y'all better get off of hell. Hell is the bomb. I think what it is, hell, is that with the with your name being hell, people probably just assume that that sounds, I don't know, masculine or something like that. I'm gonna remember that. So man, Matt, in order for you to see videos at 10 o'clock at night, I have to post them at 3. I will still be at work. But I can do it to where I can possibly do some videos ahead of time and post them. Wicked Gaming, they are looking to see if there's any fluid on your heart, sis. Luka Doncic is supposed to be the next Larry Bird, huh? What's it matter, male or female? No, it don't matter. Sandy, it doesn't matter at all. Oh boy. Hell, why aren't you a normal girl? Why aren't you a normal chick? What makes you not normal, hell? Do tell. I don't know if I reacted to anything from Postmortem Jukebox. I don't know, Tam Tam. I know who Larry Bird is. What is a I don't know what a Kales what's Kaylee's is. I don't know what that is. What's Kaylee's? I don't know what that is. Khalees. What is that? Khaleesi. I still don't get it. No, Matt, Barb did not change her name like she's going to witness protection. People had to go in witness protection from her. Oh, I don't know nothing about no Game of Thrones, so y'all got me. That's one of the moments where I was telling y'all where somebody made a joke to me, and I just was like, ha ha, I don't get it. When they say Ty, it's the 4th of July. May the 4th be with you. I'm like, ah ha ha. What are you talking about? I don't get it. You know, that's what I did. So, nope. I don't watch any of that. Mr. Brandon, I don't. I really don't even really have time. I don't watch Got. Oh, Game of Thrones. I got you. Leon, that makes 2 of us. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. No, she's not stalking me. That's my Secretary of Defense. No idea. Hell, how long have you been a computer programmer? Game of Thrones is one of the best shows ever, huh? Hmm. The MRM group on Facebook on Saturday Night Live. Hell, are you serious? Do you mind if I say your real name? It feels weird for me to call you Hell. It's just weird. I need to work on the Secretary of Finance. I'm not, hey Matt. I wish I can get to a point to where it'll be cool to get to a point to where somebody needs to handle my finances. No, I make a nice living. You're also a hacktivist. Hell, what does that mean? When you say you're a hacktivist, hell, what does that mean? I'm still lost. What's Hackett? What's Hackett? And somebody said she plays on the dark web. What is Hackett? You're a hacker act. So you actually know how to hack? Or you're saying you're anti-hacker? Wait a minute. Did you send anything? Did you send anything with the things you sent me? Hell, for real. I'm just joking. Oh wow, hell, you got everybody coming at you now. No, I have nothing to be scared of, Lacey. Mike Van, man, where you been? Mike Van, man, where have you been, man? Yes, Mike, doing good, sir. I hope the busy that you've been was a good busy. Uh-oh. 20-minute time call. 20-minute time call. Boop, boop. Wow. Can y'all still see me or is it really too dark? Is that lighting okay? Or is it too dark? Is it too dark or could you guys hear me? Can you see me or you only see teeth? Matt, you can see the light, but don't walk into it unless you're ready to go. You guys are sure spreading a lot of business. Y'all done scared hell off. Right, can I step closer to the mic? She said she wish her teeth looked that way. I heard that. Hell. I still want to call you your real name, but you know you haven't given me permission to do that, so I won't say it. Barb says she is sitting in her corner being good. I don't fear the natural process of life. Matt, neither do I, sir. Neither do I. Oh, but you got to make sure I'm saying it right too, Helena. Or is it Helena? Is it Helena or is it Helena? Like Helena, Nebraska? Not Nebraska. It's not. Helena's not in Nebraska. What am I talking about? Helena is in Montana. Yeah, Montana. Helena is Montana. Oh my God, people are nuts. Look like a drone above my TV. Ha ha ha. Are you afraid of hell? No, because I know I'm not going. Let me stop. Robert, why would it be a wicked game? Who's that man standing over there? Ricky Tikki Tavi? I'm one of those people that everybody would hate to try to scare because I don't get scared. People try to prank me. People try to put on outfits and run and scare me. It doesn't work. My mind doesn't allow me to process it as being something real. So, Cinnamasons? No, I never heard of that. Mike, that's the only hell you worry about, huh? Diane Taylor, you got scared by the Secretary of Defense. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Robert. Because at first I really was like, oh, okay, I didn't get it, but Originally from Croatia. Oh, okay. I don't have a vice president. I'm solitary. Out of all the bands that I've reacted to, who would I say is my top five? I don't know who my top five. I don't know. Where is where is Joni? Joni, are you still here? Leon, what are you talking about? There's Joni. She's still there. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, if you missed out, people like, dude, you got like a month, 2 months to try to catch up to everything. I don't have a Secretary of State either. I just got a Secretary of Defense. That becomes a. I think that's all that's needed right now. Mountain Man, how you doing, sir? I lived in Chicago most of my young teen life. That's hell. Seeing people get killed and murdered and all that, finding dead bodies. I wasn't scared. I was surprised because there's people like that on the streets that look like that. Crackheads get to looking like that. Did we see what you did at KFC? Oh, Mike, it's not an identity crisis. She's legit. She sends off nuclear bombs and blows trolls out of the chat room. Said I have a first lady. Oh Lord, a video moist. Wow. Glad to hear that, Mountain Man. You're doing fabulous. Oh no, she's more than a moderator. She's a terminator. Oh, Diane, you crazy. What is my favorite horror movie? Oh my gosh, I really don't have one. It's like the music. It all just hits me in different ways, so I can't say I have a favorite one. I like Gremlins. I mean, that's not really horror, but like Ouija board. This was the old school Ouija board, like back in the '80s, though. Um, like The Howling, Silver Bullet, Child's Play, Dolls, the old school movie The Dolls. I like stuff like that. I've seen The Exorcist. Yeah, Jesse, it taught going through those horrible things teaches you to grow up fast, though. You mature really fast. Yeah, Saw was. I like the movie Saw. I like those too. Mr. Brandon, yeah, towards our natural resources. Well, Deadwood, if you're here, you won't be able to fart no more. Brandon declared war on your natural resources. Yeah, Silver Bullet was scary. And the thing is, imagine living in Jamaica and living in the woods. Imagine that. Yeah, boy, it was a crazy. Now I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, that's, whew, when it came out, nobody went near the sewer. Nobody wanted to play with you. Nobody, look, we didn't have a boat, but as kids, we used to actually take our popsicle sticks and put it in the water when it rained and watch it go all the way down. But after that movie, it, nope. I didn't even want to take a bath after it. All right, Wicked Gaming, have a good one, sis. No, I haven't seen the entity. Mandy Atterbury is back. How can you see Hale's profile picture and her hair? I can't even see it. It's too small. Oh wow, Fright Night was awesome too. I remember that one. Wow, that takes me. Oh man, I was a little man. Can y'all imagine how little I was watching this stuff? I was like 4 and 5 years old watching Fright Night. When they with like the vampires, like one chick was like a black chick on roller skates. How would you describe your current religious views in one word? My current religious views in one word. Corrupted. There you go. Mr. Brandon, I have not seen no other reaction channels. Only reaction channels I've ever looked at is when my sons tell me, Dad, look what this dude did right here. Look how this guy, they'll tell me something like, Dad, this dude got a reaction channel and it's cringy. Watch it. And then I'll watch it, but I never actually went and seen it. I don't even know what that is. Diane Taylor, click on what? Yeah, Lethal. Barb, was that like in the high school or somewhere they were? Be on the lookout for Jay Greenspan. Yeah, I heard. Somebody told me about that, Mountain Man. They told me that you said that, but YouTube usually is really good about all that. It's a pastor reacting to rock music. Oh, so hell, what y'all say? Somebody said click on the. I can't. Oh, go to the channel. Okay, let me see. Go to Hell's channel. Somebody said they love your hair or something. I still really can't see it. Oh yeah, you love Evanescence. I really can't see Hell. Where are you laughing at? I'm trying to see the picture. It looked like you're winking and doing a little bit of the duck lips. Helena, have I been saying your name right? Hey, Dad, you better not do that. Mr. Brandon said he wants your natural resources. Snell's 88. How you doing? Oh, that's what you're doing in the picture? Okay, I see. If you go to anybody's channel, right click on their picture and click view picture bigger. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Here we go. Go to channel. This don't let me open the picture bigger. I don't know what that. Hell, did you do something to your face? It almost looked like there's a distinct line going down the side of your face with the part with your eye being shut. It almost looked like you kind of got a mask on the part with your eye being shut, unless it's just the lighting. It's the lighting. Okay. Mandy, I have no idea, sis. I don't know if there's a way to do a one-on-one video. I have not discovered how to do that. It would be cool if I can just click like your pitch. I don't know, but I don't know if there's a way to do that though. Wow, what's up? What's going on, Mandy Atterbury? Is there something that you want to talk to me? The official Javier Hastillo. What is my advice? What is my advice on starting a reaction video and how to start? Watch a video without, make sure you watch a video. When you watch a video and record yourself, make sure it's a video you never seen before, and then just, I don't know. I can't say it's crazy for me to say and react, but that's what you're doing. You're just letting your natural emotions or expressions come out while you're watching it. That's all. That is it. You don't believe me? If you go to my channel and you actually click on playlist, when you click on reaction videos, the first video I ever did was Courtney Hadwin. Look where I started at. That's what I did. My sons are the ones that were like, you're gonna be surprised at this girl, and I did it, and all of a sudden I posted it on YouTube and it just kind of took off. People were just like, whoa, like, dude, that's crazy. Like, look at this guy, he's funny. And then I mean, one thing that makes it different is that people were like, dude, wait a minute. I'm not just doing reaction videos. They were like, you are actually saying some good comments at the end, and it actually led to like a conversation and giving advice at the end versus they say like other people that do reaction videos don't do that. So, Mandy, why are you crying? Is it because you got to go to that appointment and you don't know what to expect? Whatever it is that you're crying over, just continue to cry. Just keep doing it. All right, the official Javier Hastillo, just do it. Woo! Earthquake. Hell, Dracaris, why don't you go ahead and do that? You should do a video of you singing and then post it. JW Harvell. Yes, I do have an email. Yep, in starvation mode, your body will hold on to everything. Depends on if you don't are not in ketosis yet. No, Mandy, just a depressed, retarded frog. What in the world? Holy smack! What in the world does a depressed Mike? When you having headaches while fasting, that's actually a sign of your body detoxing too. Mandy, you're not gonna have no problem singing, sis. TMJ cannot keep you from singing. And that might keep you from opening your mouth really wide, which there's no reason why when you singing, nobody really needs to open their mouth that wide to sing anyway. But it's not gonna harm you, I promise. But Mike, since you are Mike, what type of fast are you doing too? Because if you're doing a fast where you're not eating or drinking, that's one thing. But if you are drinking something, you need to juice carrots. That carrot and Granny Smith apples will get rid of your headache. Deadwood, that's absolutely awesome, man. Yeah, Mike. I mean, I don't know if you got a juicer or not, but um, yeah, carrot and Granny Smith apples. The malic acid is highly anti-inflammatory, but you can drink that right there, and not only that, it's going to help actually pull toxins out of your body even more. But at least your body will see. The thing is, your body will be nutritionally supplied with nutrients, and your body will continue to go into ketosis and actually start to use the fat as the energy, because that's all fat is. Fat is just stored energy. So, but you probably heard me talk about that. Oh my God, you put a piece in a juicer. Oh my God. Lane Laner loves somebody. If you could only live on one food for a month, what would you pick? It would definitely be Granny Smith apples. Yes, Cindy Jones, I appreciate that. You just made me realize it's close to my bedtime. But it's okay though. I have a short day tomorrow. I don't start seeing patients till noon. Like noon to 3, and that's it. Who the heck is Joe Rogan? Well, I can't be a fan then, can I? That answers your question. Carotene can't wash out of your system. You just got to have water. Definitely cucumber water will do it. Lane Lanner loves modern Renaissance man. Thank you. I don't know how you don't know me, but I thank you. I'm teasing. I know that's just a figure of speech. Wait, JW Harvell, have you actually juiced carrot juice? I'm not talking about carrot juice you buy at the store because it's completely different. Have you actually juiced carrot juice? Because carrot juice is freaking sweet. All right, Mandy. Let us know how that appointment goes later on or whatever. Uh-oh, it's quite the opposite, Tam Tam. Carrots and apples, the carbs that you're talking about, they have a whole different amino chain makeup than what other carbs do. It's a totally different type of carb, but they're not going to tell you that. Oh, I don't even watch UFC, so I don't know who he is. Appreciate that, Cindy Jones. No, I don't peel it. No way. And not only that, I eat the seeds. Jesse Brunson, I eat the whole thing. The apple, I eat the whole thing. Like I eat the core, the whole thing. Now, to be able to get used to, if you're not used to the seeds, you gotta take a bunch of flesh of the apple and eat it with one little seed with a bunch of apples, so you can get used to the bitterness because it has a ton of B12 in it. The seeds are super potent with antioxidants in it. Oh, Joe Rogan is the host of Fear Factor. Oh wow. So you can't stomach cucumber juice, huh? Well, no, I just said if you wanted to get the carotene out of your system, the cucumber juice helps. So does, you know. Uh-oh, Joker flirting with hell. Her name is Helena. Yeah, Leon, a whole apple. Try it sometime. Have you ever had to get earwax removed from your ears? Ken, you asking some strange questions, but I mean, it's cool though. No, I have not. If you have problems with earwax in your ear, just put peroxide in it. Or you can take some crushed up garlic and a mortar stone and put some olive oil in it and mix it with peroxide and put it in there. Or you can use mineral oil or Jamaican black castor oil. Interesting about carrot and apples. Yep, that's my foundation to all my juices is carrots and Granny Smith apples. I think Joker trying to flirt with him. You just gonna stay orange, huh, Diane? Okay. No, apple seeds are not poisonous. They have a very trace amount of cyanide in it. So does the seeds, but the cyanide actually can help kill stuff that's in you. It's not that much to where it's gonna kill you. I mean, you got to eat like 1,000 seeds or something for it to actually affect you. Don't believe all these lies they tell you about this stuff. That'd be like somebody saying, almonds are poisonous. All right, mountain man. You got 3 hours to get to sleep, sir. Well, technically, you probably gonna get a good 2.5 hours of sleep because it's probably gonna take you in half an hour to go to sleep. But Ken, nobody's gonna go there and say, "Oh my God, dude, you smell like a salad." Nobody's gonna come up and smell your ears. All right, sweet pepper. Have a good one, sis. Mike, I'm gonna say carrots. You definitely can do carrots easily. Now I don't juice tomatoes or nothing like that, but no, there's no alarm going off near me. Well, it all depends, Mike. Like I said, it definitely. Me personally, I would definitely do because we're gonna be doing the garden too once the spring get ready to hit. I'm gonna be doing my carrots. I'm gonna be doing my cucumbers. You hear a car alarm? That's weird. There's nothing. A lot of people don't know all plants, fruits, all fruits and vegetables all have protein in it. Oh yeah, Mike, I juice the carrots. I do eat carrots too though, but I'm just saying, man, I'm telling you, this stuff can your this stuff can that you put in your body can definitely help take care of you. People just don't realize that. Well, the difference is that like for instance, what I tell people, they say, well, how come you just don't eat it? Well, you can eat 15 carrots? No. Can you eat 15 carrots, two apples, a cucumber, a lemon, two heads of kale, and a thumb size amount of ginger? Can you eat that? And people will say no. I'm like, but guess what? You definitely can drink it. Definitely can drink it. Getting all that nutrition, getting all them nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in your system, and your body is definitely going to thank you for that. Well, there you go. Okay. Wow, Mike. You got pear trees and plum trees, dude. I would love your backyard, man. Man, when I was in Florida, my patients brought me stuff all the time because they knew I juiced them. All the oranges and kumquats and tangerines and lemons and limes. I juiced the whole thing like lemons because most of the nutrients and the high potent stuff is in the skin. All right, Lacey Robinson, you have a good one, sis. I've never juiced a pumpkin before. I don't think you can do that. I think that like things like that in squash, I don't think you can do that. I eat it though. And most of the fruits and vegetables, if I do eat them, they're going to be raw, hardly ever cooked. And then I might take them and put them in like a Ziploc bag. They got holes in it. Leave it in some hot water for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes just to make the vegetable warm. But it's going to be warm and crunchy, warm and country. Less poop. Yeah, right. Well, Helena, you never should have showed. Y'all never should have had people go look at her picture. Leon, are you saying that you're orange? I just have the regular juicer that you can get at Walmart, Tam Tam. You can just, it's like the wide mouth juicer. It's like 50 bucks. You can put the whole apple in and put a whole lemon in. You've been engaged twice, huh? Mr. Brandman 21 said, how big were the diamonds? That's an important question. All right, Mountain Man. James Sparks said, but isn't the protein in the material and not the juice? Nope. You want to know why, James? When you eat your food, you chew it. It's called mastication. When it hits your stomach, hydrochloric acid starts to get on the food to break it down pretty much into juice form. So what you're doing is you're saving your body a step by juicing it. It's doing what your body gonna do anyway. Because pretty much, you know why they tell you to eat when you. I mean, no, isn't nothing wrong with eating vegetables and all that. But when you eat the vegetables, your body breaks it down into a juice. And one thing your body cannot do is digest cellulose. The pulp. Like I'm not trying to be disgusting, guys. But if you ate corn, you're gonna notice that the corn is gonna come out looking like the corn you ate. It's gonna come out looking just like that, right? So what I'm saying that for is your body cannot digest cellulose. So when you put it through a juicer, what we call fiber, that is cellulose. That's why if you eat lettuce, and watch, you're gonna see lettuce is gonna come out. You're gonna see it probably intermingled with your poop, but it's gonna be full lettuce leaf coming out. Your body can take the nutrients out of that, but it cannot digest the cellulose. So the protein is not in necessarily what you, I guess what you're trying to say in the material. It's in the material, but your body separates it out anyway when your hydrochloric acid starts to break it down and it travels through your jejunum and then into your large intestine, small intestine. It gets absorbed in the intestines. That's where the absorption takes place at. So, all right, Angela Johnson, I didn't even know you were here. You were quiet tonight, sis, unless I just missed your comments. Juice metal, God, Lee, what kind of juicer is that? Pineapple, coconut, and banana smoothie. I heard that. Sounds good. Oh, to be 22, Ken. Oh, wow, they make alcohol from a cross of a plum and a pear, huh? Most of those fruits, all of that stuff can become, have I ever dug up sassafras roots and made tea with it? Yes, very bitter too. It's strong. The stronger it is, the better. I always tell people, we got people got so accustomed to drinking sugary drinks. I say when you're juicing, especially if you got cancer, you definitely want to juice a lot of dark green stuff because cancer cannot survive in a highly oxygenated environment, and dark greens have a lot of oxygen in it. But anyway, I always tell them when you drink it, you're not drinking it so it can taste good. You're drinking it like it's medicine. So don't expect medicine to taste good all the time. Skank Potamus says, how do you think a 1,200-pound bison gets so big eating only grass? Because fruits and vegetables are actually the only thing that actually makes protein. Did y'all know that? You eat it and it gets converted, but your muscles and your body are actually protein. But the only way you can actually get real protein is from plants. People say, no, you get it from eating an animal. Well, where does the animal get its protein from? That's why people trip me up when they say, no, you got to have meat because you got to get your protein. I say, well, go tell that big old 500-pound silverback gorilla that. Go tell him. You're not strong because you don't eat enough protein, silverback gorilla. He'll break your neck. I'm just kidding. Nuh-uh. Brandon already stated earlier that I only have to see 4 patients tomorrow. When you do clinicals, things can change. Leon said, don't gorillas eat grubs or small worm thingles? You know how many worms and grubs them gorillas would have to eat to get that much protein? Oh, Angela Johnson. Okay, hold on for a second. All right, you were relieved of your duties, Secretary. Yeah. You were relieved of duty. I'm about to go to bed too in a little bit. You're welcome, Angela. Yeah, I seen a video where chimps were eating other chimps too. Oh, I get what you're saying, Mr. Brandon. Okay. What's the best juice combo to fight the flu? I always say carrot, Granny Smith apple, and you're gonna want kale. You're gonna want kale. Kale has a ton of vitamin C in it, more than what's in milk, believe it or not. The liquid in the flu shot. What? Mike, what are you talking about? Oh, Cindy Jones, yeah, I'm getting there. This is close to this is like getting to my bedtime. I'm actually reading you guys' comments, so it's getting to that point where like when you're on a phone conversation with somebody and all you guys are doing is just breathing. Yeah, it's getting to that point where it's like, okay, nothing to talk about here, so I'm getting ready to kick out. Your cat Tigra and you. Y'all done made y'all done made Helena change her. Y'all done made Helena change her profile page. No, it's still you, Helena. It's not changed yet. Any advice with a court case? I'm being sued. Money grubbing, frivolous lawsuit. I don't know what that means. No, I don't know about. I'm not. Ooh, I've never gotten a flu shot in my life. Exactly, Matt. The sun will probably come up, huh? I think she's changing her picture because Joker got her. Joker got her blushing. Joker, you better watch out. She's gonna hack into your computer. Then the joke's gonna be on you. What about E. coli when juicing leafy vegetables? That's what's gonna help get the E. coli out. The roughage. Hell, it's still you. Even after F5, it's still you, sis. Ken, I'm getting ready to talk about um, capital SLEEP. Mr. Brandman, you said after 3 years. I think there's a statutes of limitations within that. Hell, you had a stalker girl. Oh, okay. I got you, JW Harvell. Joker, how about you put a profile picture up of you and see? Won't you let hell see what you look like? Because you just have a black dot. You're the Walmart emoji that's been tanning too long. Yeah, Brandon, that don't sound right. There's like a statute of limitations for you to make a claim or something like that. That don't sound right. Leon said Joker forgot to turn on the light. That still doesn't sound right, Mr. Brandman, after 3 years. Cindy Jones, you said yeah. What do you mean? Let me see. Oh, don't worry, JW. I'm definitely gonna get my. Like I said, my first patient is at noon, so I'm definitely gonna get all the sleep I'm gonna need to get. Because when I get done with this anyway, I go and read my emails and everything. So, well, Mr. Brandman, I hope you're not rich. If you're rich, if you're not rich, they're gonna look at your income and be like, well, this man can't do it anyway. So, but no, seriously though, yeah, Mr. Brandman, that's gonna be an easy one to fight because we deal with cases like that all the time. But all you gotta do, you're gonna be able to go and ask for past medical records, visits, all that. You can check into different type of therapeutic things that this man had. Those therapy people, see therapists, they rate your muscle integrity. Like they'll say, he was a 4+ out of 5 or he's a 3 out of 5. So if you get a lawyer, he's gonna pull up all that man's medical records to see how strong this person has been over these years. So you definitely be able to get him there. If he's been so hurt, how come he haven't been getting? If he's gotten therapy for it, and you get to see the therapist's notes, that's gonna tell all right there. Mandy, absolutely, sis. Hale says she don't care about money. She got her own. Computer programmers make good money. I know that for a fact. I don't have a favorite bass player. Oh, I see what you guys mean. I'm looking at the screen and from the side, because I'm looking down, looking at you guys' words, it almost looks like my eyes are shut. That's weird. But then when I turn and look at you guys, it doesn't look that way, do it? No, well, hey, Brandon, I would let Geico take care of that. Monopoly money is widely accepted. How do I feel about marijuana? The same way I feel about any other fruit, vegetable, or plant. Mike, that's crazy. Can you tell us some Jamaican swear words? Blood clot. There you go. Got you one. Curbside, I don't watch nobody else do no reactions. My sons have showed me a few videos of somebody doing a reaction, and it just makes me cringe. And sometimes I'll do a spoof off of them. Brandman, if that's true, take your phone out and record that. Yep, Mike, it is blood clot, bomba clot. Yep, bomba clot. Why does these things keep on disappearing from on my camera? There we go. Every doctor at the hospital has a foul mouth, huh? Ken, that's another way. You got blood clot, and then you got bomba clot. You don't got bomba clot. It's bomba clot. Matt said blood clot isn't bad anymore. It's become too familiar. Yeah, I said it around my grandma. You're gonna feel how bad it is. No, Mandy, I don't know any African language. No. Bomba, hey, it's not bomba clot, it's bomba clod. Words are considered bad because people have made them morally bad to say. That's the way I look at it. But who is it that made it to where these words have become, because I can't imagine, Abraham Lincoln them didn't say like mother effer or nothing like that. What does it mean? Oh, Jesse, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean what I just got done saying. It can mean God darn. It can mean like, are you effing kidding me? So like, okay, we'll say things like, we just lost the game, bumba clot, or if you hit your foot, bumba clot, or if they do something wrong, it's like blood clot, and so it can mean the F word, it can mean the S word, it can mean the other effing word. It all depends on how it's being used. Yeah, Mike, that's true. People chose what words are considered bad and what words are not considered bad. It can mean like unbelievable because some people are cussed too. There's a effing bomber clot. So Leon kind of sorta, but it can also mean like BS. Like if somebody say, man, they can say, are your teeth white conference? So me got 16 ladies all over me. We'll say bomber clot. So it can mean like bull crap. So boom flick. That's old school right there. Boom flick. Nobody says that really. Brian, is there a type/style of music you won't react to? No, I can't say because whenever people give me the music, I listen to it. But sometimes I will put like if somebody suggests for me to do a song in the comment section, some of the people that know me will jump on there and say, you know, MRM, don't do that song right there because da 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 da. So I will actually take their advice. Yeah, I mean, like if after I get done doing after I get done doing a video, or when when people leave in the comment section, if they say, hey, do I don't know, do this artist with this song. Some people jump right on there and say, Ty, do not do that song. It's disgusting. The video is nasty. Trust me. Da 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 da. And then I'll just kind of sometimes take their advice and I won't do it. I don't know if I reacted with something with Sublime in it. No idea. I don't remember. Better yet. Ken, it doesn't mean Ken. It just means like doing like a. It just means you're doing like a backflip or something, like a backhand spring. That's all it means, like a cartwheel. That's why I'm like, it don't. That's why I say that's old school right there. It don't really. It means to like. It means to like do a cartwheel or a backflip or a backhand spring, front hand spring, or aerial. Just means doing some type of flip, pretty much. So that's what they do. They say, okay, run the Buster no hand boom flick. It's like doing an aerial or whatever. All right, Mandy. Yeah, Jesse, lemon concentrate is okay to use. Just make sure you just spray it directly into the back of your throat. You know how it is where you take like a water bottle and you open your mouth and you let the water hit the back of your throat and you still can drink and swallow. Do it that way. Don't like let it get in your mouth and around your teeth. Not if you're drinking like a great amount of it though. Boy, y'all, hell, you better run. You gonna have some other stalkers in. I'm just kidding, guys. Leave the graphics artist alone. No. I think she's still here. Well, Mandy, that's called having a release, sis. You usually should feel a little lightheaded and exhausted after crying like that. That's too funny. Appreciate that, Soul Blister. Mm. Diane, is that you with the owl on your arm? Mm-hmm. All my friends acting like they're bored or way too cool, so all I do is read and ride my bike around the school. Oh wow, that's cool, Diane. You just ride your bike around school, Ken? Dude, holy smokes, man. Uh oh, that's the sound of something saying it's about to shut down and die. I gotta get ready to go anyway because my battery is about to die. And I gotta go. For me to charge this up, I have to go all the way to my bedroom where my wife is sleeping soundly and peacefully and interrupt her. So I'm not gonna do that. But if this shuts, it's probably about to shut off anyway. Yep, Matt, that still is all in the workings. And actually, you see Hel Dracari's in here. She actually gave me some more ideas for these T-shirts, which is awesome. She did a great job on it. An awesome job. It actually blew my mind. It's cool. Mike Van, you keep on talking about Amy Lee, you gonna have Hell really excited. You are welcome. You guys are all welcome. All right, Mandy. Yeah, you do that. Let me know. Mike, did you send me a message in Patreon? You are welcome, Jesse. I'll be seeing you guys mañana. Yeah, Mike, shoot me a message in Patreon. Yeah, I definitely am. You can bet.